at St. Lawrence, we have a separate brain injury unit. It's a closed unit of 8 beds. And what's special about St. Lawrence is that we try to keep it friendly and homey.
The advantage of this unit for patients who have head injury is that it's a small unit, 2 nurses for 8 patients plus 1 aide, so quite individualized care.
St. Lawrence is really a place where patients who are recovering from a multitude of problems, strokes, orthopedic problems, total joints, trauma, amputations, etc., come and get the highest level of care that's possible. We have a great relationship with referring hospitals. We bring patients from Mercer County, but also from Somerset, Hunterdon County, from Pennsylvania. So we've worked well with patients and facilities over the years to help serve those in need.
The day of the accident, I was in a race, so I was ready to go for the season. I was coming on the bike and I was at the beach and got hit by a wind gust, looked back and hit a cone, went down at pretty high speeds. I was doing 24 miles an hour and hit my head. So the person that took me off the ground called a helicopter and got me into surgery right away.
I was able to see him just a few seconds before he went into surgery, and at that point he told me that he had a fairly large fracture of the skull, hematoma, and contusions to the other side, and I quickly got versed on what all that meant. And St. Lawrence was amazing. It was amazing. We had other options where we could have gone, but when I had been here prior to Jerry getting here and I knew it had everything that he needed, I like the size, I like the specialty of the brain center unit. It was going to absolutely meet our needs.
I think the unique thing about this particular unit is that it is a smaller unit and the therapies are done up here, so we can really tailor our therapy to the patient's needs. And we really focus a lot on the cognition and the memory portion of it too. So I think that's a unique factor in this particular unit, especially if you're concerned about patient safety, somebody who's confused and trying to get out of bed. A small unit, we have the video monitors, and we can really make sure the patient's safe in this setting.
So the team approach is putting together all the pieces. And the pieces, speech, physical, memory, psych. You got to put them all together, and you got to do it over an extensive period of time to get back to normal. And that's what it's about, getting back to normal. So St. Lawrence gave me that opportunity by presenting their team, and I embraced the team, and they were great people to work with.
We looked at memory. We wanted to make sure that over time he was recalling specific details for new pieces of information. And that's not only like within a treatment session, but session to session, day to day, even week to week, for the length of time that he was here. So it was more higher level skills and how it would relate to his being able to return to work and do all the activities that he wanted to do in the community.
We have a neurooptometrist that's local that comes and we run a vision clinic. The vision is such an important aspect, and most cases with the neurologic population, the vision and the brain work so closely together. There's usually something going on visually. So he gives us recommendations and we give him feedback on how these techniques are successful, unsuccessful, to kind of really make the rehab process even beneficial for the patient so they can go home safely.
Everyone here was so cooperative with me. They understood the hours that I had to keep and that I wanted to be here as many hours as possible. They understood that I wanted to attend many of the therapies just to watch, and they encouraged that, totally encouraged that. If I was willing to be here 24 hours, they would have allowed for that. But then again, they also encouraged me to go home at a certain point and try and keep a certain level of normalcy in my life too.
I don't care what they say, you have all the technology, all the medical technology, and you still need that human touch, because that sometimes is the thing that can really help a patient get over all the hurdles that they need to.
There's nothing more rewarding than, helping somebody speak when they haven't said a word in weeks.
With us clinically working with the patients and families, I think the overall success is knowing that a family is going home with their loved one, the patient is comfortable as can be expected with their situation, and the family the same. The success being that we have connected them to the services they need. We have eased some of their anxiety of what to expect in the community.
There's so much inspiration that comes from seeing patients that come in so sick and so debilitated. But I think to see the human spirit and how people can overcome adversity is very inspiring.
The thing you always are challenged by is, can I do what I used to do? Am I able to do what I used to do? And St. Lawrence gave me the ability to say yes to that. I was able to do what I used to do.